Hello guys, you know about Ellen DeGeneres. She's a great celebrity. She was born on January 26 in 1958. She's an American comedian, television host, actress, writer, and also a producer. She starred in the popular sitcom Ellen, which was for 4 years from 1994 to 98. She has also hosted her syndicated TV talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, since 2003. She's been very popular, especially because she hosts in the shows with different elites, Obama, all these great people. Even Michelle Obama was also in her show. Her stand-up career started in the early 1980s, and she included a 1986 appearance on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. As a film actress, DeGeneres starred in Mr. Wrong, it was in 96, EDtv 99, and The Love Letter in 99, and provided the voice of Dory in Pixar animated films Finding Nemo in 2003 and Finding Dory 2016. For Nemo, she was awarded the Saturn Award for Best Supporting Actress, the first time an actress won a Saturn Award for a voice performance. In 2010, she was a judge on American Idol. She starred in two television sitcoms, Ellen, as I already told. She did it from 94 to 98 for 4 years, and The Ellen Show from 2001 to 2002. During the fourth season of Ellen in 1997, she came out as a lesbian appearance on the Oprah Winfrey Show. Her character, Ellen Morgan, also came out to the therapist played by Winfrey, and the series went on to explore various LGBT issues, including the coming out process. In 2008, she married her longtime girlfriend, Portia de Rossi. So she's a very different kind of lady, understand? She married another woman. She had been very long friend to her. DeGeneres is a very interesting name. You know, generous. Spelling is different, but if you talk about generosity, she's a generous lady, but her name is quite opposite, DeGeneres. She has hosted Grammy Awards, Primetime Emmys. She has authored, wrote 4 books, and started her own record company. It's 1111, very interesting, as well as a production company, a very good production. She also launched a lifestyle brand, Ellen DeGeneres. It comprises a collection of apparel, accessories, home, baby, and pet items. She has won 30 Emmys, 20 People's Choice Awards, more than any other person has ever received this award so many times. Numerous other awards for her work and charitable, as you see, charitable of efforts. Her name is DeGeneres, but she is actually a very generous, charitable lady. In 2016, she received the Presidential Medal of Freedom. What about her early life and education? She was born and raised in Metairie, Louisiana, to Elizabeth Jane. She has one brother named Vance. He is a musician and producer. She has, you understand, the influence of French, English, German, and Irish. She was raised as a Christian Scientist. In 1973, her parents filed for separation and were divorced the following year. Shortly after, Ellen's mother married Roy Gusendorf, a salesman. Betty Jane and Ellen moved with Gusendorf from the New Orleans area to Atlanta, Texas. Vance stayed with his father. On a February 2019 episode of her show, she told her studio audience a letter from the New England Historic Genealogical Society confirming she's 15 cousin to Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. When she was 15 or 16 years old, she was molested by her stepfather. Recently, she revealed the fact that her stepfather sexually assaulted her. It was unacceptable. In a public show, she told about this in details. I have also a video on that. Go and check with it, you'll find it. DeGeneres graduated from Atlanta High School in May 1976 after completing her first years of high school school at Grace King High School in Metairie, Louisiana. She moved back to New Orleans to attend the University of New Orleans, where she majored in communication studies, and after one semester she left school to do clerical work in a law firm with a cousin. Her early jobs included working at J.C. Penney, being a waitress at TGI Fridays, another restaurant, a house painter, a hostess, and a bartender. She relates much of her childhood and career experiences in her comedic work. DeGeneres received wide exposure on November 4, 2001, when she hosted the televised broadcast of the Emmy Awards, presented after two cancellations due to network concerns that a lavish ceremony following the September 11 attacks would appear insensitive. The show required a more somber tone that would also allow viewers to temporarily forget the tragedy. DeGeneres received several standing ovations for her performance that evening, which included the line, "What would bug the Taliban more than seeing a gay woman in a suit surrounded by Jews?" In August 2005, DeGeneres hosted 2005 Primetime Emmy Awards ceremony held on September 18 in 2005. This was 3 weeks after Hurricane Katrina, making it the second time she hosted the Emmys following a national tragedy. She also hosted the Grammy Awards in 1996 and 1997. She also hosted the Grammy Awards in 96 and 97. On September 7, 2006, DeGeneres was selected to host the 79th Academy Awards ceremony, which took place on February 25 in 2007. This makes her the first openly gay person to have hosted the event. During the awards show, DeGeneres said, "What a wonderful night, such diversity in the room. In a year when there's been so many negative things said about people's race, religion, and sexual orientation. And I want to put this out there. If there weren't blacks, Jews, and gays, there would be no Oscars or anyone named Oscar when you think about that." Reviews of her hosting gig were positive, with one saying, "DeGeneres rocked, as she never forgot that she wasn't just there to entertain the Oscar nominees, but also to tickle the audience at home." Regis Philbin said in an interview that the only complaint was there's not enough Ellen. DeGeneres was nominated for an Emmy Award as host of the Academy Awards broadcast. On August 2013, it was announced that DeGeneres would host the Academy Awards on March 2 in 2014 for the second time. A selfie orchestrated by 86th Academy Awards host Ellen DeGeneres during the broadcast is the second most retweeted tweet ever. DeGeneres said she wanted to homage Meryl Streep's record 70 Oscar nominations by setting a new record with her, and invited other Oscar celebrities to join them. The resulting photo of 12 celebrities broke the previous retweet record within 40 minutes and was retweeted over 1.8 million times in the first hour. By the end of this ceremony, it had been retweeted over 2 million times. Less than 24 hours later, it had been retweeted over 2.8 million times. As of May 2017, it has been retweeted over 3.4 million times. The group selfie effort was parodied by Lego and Matt Groening with The Simpsons. It beat the previous record, which was held by Barack Obama following his victory in the 2012 presidential election. Let's go about her personal life. Forbes estimated DeGeneres' 2018 earnings at $87.5 million US, making her the 15th highest paid entertainer in the world. In 2015, she was named the 50th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes, and number 2 of the World Pride Power list. As of August 2, 2018, DeGeneres has more than 76 1.6 million followers on Twitter and 55.8 million followers on Instagram, making her the 7th most followed user on Twitter and the 28th most followed user on Instagram. She's a fan of the National Football League and has shown particular support for the New Orleans Saints and the Green Bay Packers. In 2011, she attended a Saints practice as Packers Hall of Famer Don Hudson. Sexual orientation and relationships. In 1997, DeGeneres came out as lesbian. The disclosure of her sexual orientation sparked intense interest by American tabloids. The contentiousness of the media coverage stunned DeGeneres' professional career and left her mired in depression. In her book Love, Ellen DeGeneres' mother, Betty DeGeneres, describes being initially shocked when her daughter came out, but she has since become one of her strongest supporters. She is also an active member of Parents and Friends of Lesbians and Gays and spokesperson for the human rights campaign's Coming Out project. The same year she came out, DeGeneres started a romantic relationship with actress Anne He that lasted until August 2000. From 2000 to 2004, DeGeneres maintained a close affair with actress, director, photographer Alexandra Hedison. The couple appeared on the cover of The Advocate after their separation had already been announced to the media. Since 2004, DeGeneres has had a relationship with Portia de Rossi. After the overturn of the same-sex marriage ban in California, DeGeneres and De Rossi were engaged and married in August 2008 at their home in Beverly Hills, California, where they live with their 4 dogs and 3 cats. Passes of Proposition 8 cast doubt on the legal status of their marriage, but a subsequent California Supreme Court judgment validated it because it occurred before November 4, 2008. On August 6, 2010, De Rossi filed a petition to legally change the name to Portia Lee James DeGeneres. The petition was granted on September 23 in 2010. DeGeneres. In November 2011, Secretary of State Hillary Clinton named her a special envoy for global AIDS awareness. On December 3, 2011, DeGeneres opened a show at the David Lynch Foundation's 3rd annual Change Begins Within gala at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art to raise funds to bring transcendental meditation to at-risk populations suffering from epidemic levels of chronic stress and stress-related disorders. She says, TM is the only time I have that stillness. It gives me this peaceful feeling and I love it so much. I can't say enough good things about it. All the benefits that you can achieve from sitting still and doing within it really is a beautiful experience. David Lynch is such a wonderful man to start this foundation to help people. In November 2017, it was announced that President Donald Trump would begin allowing the importation of elephant trophies from Africa. DeGeneres, an animal activist, created a hashtag campaign in partnership with her brand Ellen DeGeneres to donate to the David Sheldrick Wildlife Trust. DeGeneres also created a t-shirt with her brand whose proceeds also go to the organization. In January 2018, for Ellen's 60th birthday, Ellen's wife, Portia de Rossi, gifted Ellen a permanent gorilla home in Rwanda in her namesake In January 2018, for Ellen's 60th birthday, Ellen's wife, Portia de Rossi, gifted Ellen a permanent gorilla home in Rwanda, built in her namesake for the Desert Fund. This gift was part of a new arm of the Desert Fund, now called the Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund. This was taken from Wikipedia. Thanks for watching.